What's up? This video is going to be like a very in-game IQ, how you should be thinking if you're a winger on clubs, pro clubs in EAFC, FIFA, whatever video game that you play. If you are someone that plays on the wing, this video is more so of how you should be thinking. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, the most important thing that we have as a rule, do not be an R2 merchant. Now, what do we mean by this? Let's look at some like wingers in real life, for example. Let's say some of the best wingers out there, you got Lamine Yamal, you got Michael Olise, Kvaratskhelia recently had some good performances in the UEFA Champions League. These are all what I would consider some of the best wingers in the world. There's one trait that if you always watch their gameplay, they always have. They're not non-stop sprinting. It's not non-stop chaos. They try to control the game. Whenever they receive the ball, they're not sprinting. They're somewhat stationary, if not moving very slowly, so that they could take a touch and then process their next decision, maybe make a good pass, dribble past their fullback. You really don't want to be someone that's like spamming the R2 button because you don't get that much control over your player. So if you go into some of the footage real quick, we have this right here. The CDM, sorry, right here, wins the ball back and gets the ball here, makes a pass out to this player right here. Now, if you pay attention to this player right here, he will spam the R2 button and run offside as we play the clip right here. This player is now completely out of the equation because they're offside, because they're spamming the R2 button. There's absolutely no need to be in this position right here where you're spamming the R2 button and just running offside because you're just taking yourself out of the play. If you keep moving, the pass gets played right here. Now he's back onside, but he's not in a position where he can really impact the play. If this pass goes down to number 9 on the bottom of the screen, the attack slows down, it loses any vim that the attack initially had, and ultimately this guy gets isolated because of some bad movement by the winger. Now let's take a look at this clip right here. Fullback wins the ball, plays a pass here. Now, immediately you should be thinking, okay, could I make a pass to this deeper midfielder right here? Maybe could I switch the play? Because close by, you don't really have any immediate options because you'll get control maybe right here. If you can make that pass to the striker, that's also a good option, but under pressure, it's unlikely. But he plays the ball here, loses it, but wins it back. Now pay attention to this winger up here at the very top of the screen. Once again, making the same mistake, spamming the R2 button, and he just runs offside right here. And now he's trying to come back onside, and then this midfielder already got the ball. If he was onside initially, he could make that run in between these two defenders, put a through ball in, could lead to a goal. But because he was spamming the R2 button, he's caught in the wrong position. The ball gets played there, they lose the ball. It's a big, big, big mistake. Now here's an example of what you should be doing. He's not spamming the R2 button here, this player. He's spamming R1, which is more of a dribble sprint. He has more control over his player. He's able to maneuver with the ball a lot easier, and he plays the ball back to his midfielder. And then, once again, not spamming the R2 button, gets the ball out wide, is able to make the same decision, puts in a cross, bit unlucky there. But that's a great example of what you should be doing as a winger. Don't spam the R2 button unless you're in a position where you're fully through on goal or you have that much space, and if you could just run and sprint past everyone, you get past everyone. Anyway, here is another important thing. Off the ball as a winger, you need to be an outlet. Now, what do I mean by this? If we could get a clip real quick. Won the ball, this winger right here serves as an outlet. What does that mean? Once the team won the ball back here, they want to quickly get up the pitch. And that's where the winger has to come in and be that outlet. He wins the ball, and as you can see, there's a little bit of a mistake here because the striker needs to be high up the pitch, but is a little bit lower. In this scenario, you have to be ready to expect a fullback or another defender to come and press you, in which if you were holding R2, you'd most likely lose the ball. But since he's not, he could either make the pass into the middle or do what he does here, makes a little feint, brilliant play right there, plays a through ball to a striker, and this sets up a dangerous chance. Bit unlucky there, but it sets up a dangerous chance. Now, before receiving the ball, you should be aware of the location of these players. Now, if I can pull up a tactics board real quick. All right, here. So what I mean by this is this. Let's say, okay, let's say red is our team, white is the other team. The 6 wins the ball back. And then the 6 is immediately looking to play that ball right here to you. No, that's not what I want. There we go. Plays the ball here. In this scenario, before you even get the ball, you need to know, okay, where's my number 9? Where is this guy right here? Where's this guy? Where's this guy? In this scenario, a good pass would probably be this down here so that your striker can go chase it. Or you could look to play it to your number 10, who could then play it to your number 9. Just get rid of that. But if you're not aware of where these players are before you receive the ball, let's say it's an easy chance for this fullback, or let's say this center back, could just step up and nick the ball off of you. And what's the problem with this? Let's say players are trying to get up the pitch. Let's say they're up here. Now you're in a position where, you lost the ball and everyone is out of position. They could quickly play a ball through here. That's a very easy chance for the opposition to go score. So again, that's why the number one most important thing that you need to do is make sure that you are not just spamming R2 so that you can make the right decision once you do receive the ball. Maybe a little bit of a different setup. Let's say this center back is here, this center back is here. Let's say the striker is a little bit up the pitch. Let's say you're here. And then, yeah, let's say they're here. This player's here, move them here. A little bit further. That's not what I want. Move this player here. And then let's say our team is set up like this. Let's say it was like a goal kick. Ball's out here. Moving back a bit. This player comes, accepts the pass. This pass goes, let's say, to the number 6 right here. Immediately looking to play the ball out here. Or, if that pass is not available, this ball comes out here. It's why it's important in such a scenario that you need to be in this position right here. Next pass is going to go here, and you'll immediately receive pressure, either from the number 6 or from the fullback. And that's why it's important to know where the striker, but more importantly in this situation, where the number 10 is located. Because let's say you're further up the pitch, and let's say the 6 is like right here or something. Quick pass here, quickly play it to your number 10, you're out. That's why the two most important things that you have to pay attention to. Don't hold R2 and make sure that you provide that outlet. Anyway, let's go back to that video. Yeah, so in that order specifically, let me see if we can keep playing this video right here. Here it is, the main aim. When you receive the ball, you're hoping for the most part that you can either play it to your striker or to the cam because it creates a dangerous attacking opportunity. Now, if those players are receiving pressure, it is a better option, like I showed you, to pass it to, your CDM, your fullback, whatever position you're in. We can keep going here. Show some examples. So right here, you see this player right here. This is a poor example. This player will pass the ball to this winger right here. And this winger will get caught in between two minds. Like, if you pass it, you could see there's a through ball right here to the striker that could create a dangerous goal scoring opportunity. Does he take that? No. The striker now backs off, but by now, this player has been caught in between two minds, lost the ball. You don't want to do that because you just killed a great goal scoring opportunity there by making the wrong decision. Now move over to another clip. This clip right here, starting off a kickoff, goes to the fullback. Fullback will search for the winger, and then this player will go into that wide position. Bam. Now, what you don't want to do in this situation, again, panic and turn the ball over. And this is why it's important that you're not rushing, getting ahead of yourself, stuff like that. This player will receive the ball, get the ball, turn the ball over. Now what's the problem? Everybody's out of position. Turns the ball over, other team gets the ball, they got numbers going forward. Team is panicking, plays a through ball down the middle between the center backs, and they go and they score. That's why it's very important that, you're not turning the ball over, you're not killing attacks. Be a little bit more calm, be a little bit more patient. Make sure you know where the next pass is going to go, where those passing options are going to be. And most importantly, don't hold R2. Don't hold down R2 unless you're in broad daylight, you're through on goal. Very important that you don't do that. Anyway, moving forward, pretty sure this is the same clip. No, not a different clip. So here's a little bit of a better example. So gets the ball out here, looking for the winger. The winger's right here. You can see at bottom of the screen. Great movement, receives the ball out in space. Now, pausing it right here, there's not really a lot of options. You see the striker? The striker is not really that open. It's a very, very tight angle. Look at the number 10, not open. Many players are not open. What does he do? Calm, stop sprinting, calm, 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 and then plays the ball back to the midfielder. Brilliant play right there. You keep possession, you keep the attack alive. You don't turn the ball over in a stupid manner. Anyway, here's another example. Ball played out to the winger, winger's out wide, sees the strikers getting past the defender, boom, through ball, creates a dangerous chance. Bit unlucky there, but you created a dangerous chance by making the right play. Here's another example, boom. He's not sprinting, he's in the right space, looking for the right players. Doesn't find them. Alright, gets back, plays the ball back to his midfielder. Brilliant. Now resets, gets back there, receives the ball again. Once again, he's looking at the same players, sees they're not open. Bit unlucky with the cross there. Here's another one. Winger, once again, provides the outlet right there, receives the ball. Now immediately he should be looking, okay, where's my striker? Where's my cam? You look at the map here, you see the strikers right there. You see the cam is slowly starting to get up the pitch. He receives the ball, holds onto it. Right there, you should have the instinct to make that pass to your striker. The striker's getting wide, the striker's helping progress the ball. What happens? Hesitates, kills the attack right there. It's important that you know where they're located. That way you could play that pass, start a dangerous attack, all that stuff. Anyway, recovers, plays that pass straight to the striker. That creates a dangerous opportunity. Right here, let's say this was the winger instead. You want to play that ball to your striker. That way you could create that dangerous goal scoring opportunity. Doesn't happen here, unfortunate. Anyway, here's another better example. You're the outlet, you get past your man, play that through ball to the striker, who receives it out wide, plays the ball into the middle, creates a dangerous chance. Once again, gets the ball, the winger's out wide, plays it first time through, wasn't sprinting, that way he could do that, and it creates a very dangerous chance. Unlucky, really good play by the defender right here. One more, fullback plays it to the winger, winger puts it into the middle to the cam, they progress it forward, and then make the run there. Plays the pass, stops sprinting, makes the run. Brilliant goal. That's what you want to essentially do if you're a winger in pro clubs. Hope you learned something today. Please like, subscribe, share, and as always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.